Students, our fifth topic is objective of business communication, and this is also known as the aim of business communication. We are in business world, but if we are not aware of objective and aim, it will affect our business life, day-to-day life, and we will not be able to achieve whatever we desire because we don't know the objectives of business communication. And life is a business, and in the professional world these objectives are very important because we can use this objective to maximize our production and to get the maximum profit. The first objective is providing information. With the help of business communication, we can provide information to others, to our juniors, our colleagues, our seniors, and the people of other organizations. How we provide the information is very important. If the information is provided in a clear and crystal way, without any confusion, without any perplexity, people understand it and they take the right step and they go in the right direction. And if the information is not provided in a proper way, there is some confusion, and that creates so many problems, that imposes challenge. So by providing information to everyone smoothly, we can win the confidence of others, we can win the favor of others, and we can show the world that we involve everyone. We don't neglect everyone, we involve everyone, and we take everyone into confidence. So in this way, everybody develops the feeling of belongingness because they feel that our views are respected, are given importance. The second point is giving suggestion. In business world, giving and taking suggestions are very important. So we can give suggestions to everyone regarding professional life, policies and programs, and various schemes for launching for the benefit of organization. So in this way, we can give suggestions if we have good business communication skill, good communication skill, good oratory, writing skill. And moreover, we can also invite the suggestions of others, which is equally important. If we invite the suggestions of others, that means that we seek the suggestions of others that will make our business better and progressive. So there are two types of leaders, executives, managers. One who avoids the suggestion of others, and that leader feels that he or she is self-reliant, self-made, and self-imposing. That is dangerous. The second type of leader takes and invites the suggestions of others, and that leader always learns something from others. He or she may be the junior or senior, but that person always takes the advice of others, and that makes the business better. Next is persuasion. Persuasion means it is the quality of convincing others. This quality is necessary not only to convince our employees about our policies and programs, whatever mission we have, whatever target we have. It is necessary to convince our juniors. If our juniors and colleagues are convinced, persuaded, we achieve whatever we desire. It also includes convincing the people of other organizations who are from other organizations, our clients. Okay, if our clients or the people, the common mass, are interested to buy some other product, but if we have the quality of persuasion, we can convince them, we can change their mind, and we can convert them towards our products. Because we have good business communication skill, we do a very good counseling, publicity, canvassing, and we change their mind, and instead of buying other products, they buy our products. This is quality of persuasion. Next is advice. It is very necessary to give advice to others and to seek the advice of others. We should never be overconfident that we know everything, we have everything, we possess everything. This is not the good way. Take the advice of others whenever you need. Okay, you can take the advice of any person, your senior, your junior, the people of other organizations, the retired people, and when you whenever we take the advice, we should not have any hesitation. Okay, why should I take the advice of this person who is my junior? This person is from other organization, other state, other culture. Business means that success, and success comes if you have perseverance, if you have rational attitude, if you have broad-minded attitude. So take the advice of those people who are capable, who can give you, irrespective of their caste, color, creed, state, country, because we are living in the global world. And when we are living in the global world, such type of discrimination should not be made. So take the advice and give the advice. Motivation is very important. Through our oratory, our eloquency, we can motivate our employees in the best possible way. We can give the best sort of motivation. And this motivation ultimately improves the performance of the people. The employees who are motivated, they need less supervision. They do their work honestly, independently, without any monitoring, because they are properly motivated by the senior, by the manager. The manager motivates them in such a way that they become self-dependent, and there is no need to observe their attitude and their behavior, because they work independently without any pressure and without any burden, without any supervision. This is what motivation is. It depends on how you motivate others. Your words, your sentences should be strong, powerful, influential, which can influence others, we can change others. So motivation is possible only through good business communication. Next point is training. The training should be given at all levels. The vigorous training is important. Now, what is the advantage of training? There are two types of employees. The first type of employee is untrained, and that employee commits so many mistakes. That employee takes more time, and that employee doesn't utilize the resources properly. The second type of employee is trained. That employee takes less time, utilizes the resources properly, and commits less mistakes, and that employee is more productive. So the training makes the employee more productive, and that training can be given properly with the knowledge of business communication. If you have the knowledge of business communication, you can give the best type of training to your employees. That training can be given in the classroom or in the field, in some other industry, in seminars, conferences, workshops. So with the help of these tools, you can give the best training to your employees, and you can make them more versatile, perfect, and result oriented. So this is the benefit of the training, that you can make your employees result oriented and better in their performance. So training can be given in a better way through business communication only. Next point is instructions and guidelines. Instructions and guidelines must be given regularly in industry. You can give instructions regarding your policies, programs, strategies, target. But if those instructions are properly written, properly spoken, so the employees ultimately try to achieve them, try to follow them. But if the instructions are confusing and your juniors and your colleagues are not able to understand the instructions, and if you don't follow yourself those instructions, you can never achieve whatever you desire. So whatever instructions you give, this is your responsibility to follow you first, then ask others to follow. Guidelines can be given to others. So you can give the guidelines to your employees. You can give the guidelines regarding their security, physical security, material security, monitor security, and if the employees feel secure, they do better. Okay, so you can give them guidelines about various benefits, policies, insurance, so that they feel free and they can give their 100%. If some employees are not aware of various schemes, policies of the government, and in this way they feel insecure. So you can remove the feeling of insecurity if you give them proper guidelines. So give them guidelines, share your views regarding various things, and advise them to go for security. Next is appreciation and warning. These are equally important. If you appreciate your employees, they do better. They feel motivated. They feel means that they are doing something worthwhile. So this feeling of worthwhile is very important. Okay, that if you make your employee feel that they are doing good, they are doing worthwhile, they give better, they perform better next time, because they feel that the manager is happy, our supervisor is happy, our senior is happy, our leader is happy, ultimately it improves their performance. And those people who don't perform well, they should be given warning also. Warn those people who commit mistakes unnecessarily, regularly, continuously. So those people should be warned by you. Warning is equally important, but knowledge of business communication is important for both warning and appreciation, because you need words, sentences for warning and appreciating others. And if your words and sentences are good, genuine and polite, definitely people will understand and they will stop committing mistakes. Next is resource utilization. We have various resources in industry. Okay, we have material resources, we have physical resources. So if we have the knowledge of business communication, it checks the wastage of resources, both material and physical resources. And because through your knowledge, through your words, you can convince your employees to avoid the wastage of resources. Because if you waste the resources, ultimately it will affect the business. Okay, it will affect your financial condition. And we are living in recession and there is instability everywhere. So in this age, in this world, it is necessary to utilize the resources properly for the benefit of others. So through business communication, you can utilize your resources in the best possible way. So these are the points in the objectives of business communication. Provide information to others properly. You can give suggestions with the knowledge of business communication. You can convince others, you can persuade others, and you can give advice, take advice. Don't be overconfident. Okay, you can motivate others and you can make others more productive. Next, you can give the best type of training to others, because a person who is well trained is generally more productive. And instructions and guidelines can be given for the security of your employees. They must feel secure and safe because they do the risky work. Risky work they do. Appreciation and warning, and the resources can be utilized both physical as well as material.